Netflix doesn't just have He-Man going for it. It also has the big guys behind me, the Transformers. Netflix's own animated original series, Transformers War for Cybertron, has its third chapter coming up, and the trailer just dropped. So let's drop in on Optimus Prime and his friends and break down that trailer. Up next. There's been a lot of talk going on about the Kevin Smith Masters of the Universe Netflix animated series that's coming up on July 23rd. Well, lest we forget that a week later, the Netflix original animated series Transformers War for Cybertron's third chapter debuts on the 29th of July. Very excited for that. As a huge He-Man fan, I am also just as much, if not more, a huge Transformers fan. Welcome to PopCon, a salute to all pop culture, but mostly the 80s. I'm your host, your Generation 1 host, Victor, and I was there also for the debut of the Transformers and follow their lore quite closely. Hey again, everybody, if you like this kind of content, these breakdown reviews of new trailers of pop culture icons, go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe, especially that subscribe. Could really appreciate it. Comment all you want, too. I'd love to hear more about what you're looking for, what you like, and what you're interested in, so maybe I can make a show based on that in the near future. Appreciate the support and looking forward to all the likes, the comments, and even the shares. Well, this trailer just dropped. Want to get a jump on it and break it down for you a lot. So we have that trailer coming up. We're going to talk about all those characters and what we see in it right now before its debut, and I'm sure we'll talk about it more. So just to get you up to speed a little bit more is that in the early 90s, a CGI Transformer series called Beast Wars debuted. It was the Predacons against the Maximals, the good guys and the bad guys there, and they lived on prehistoric Earth, and or actually they came to prehistoric Earth where they continued the battle. It's got such a great history about it, but what they do in that series is they discover all of the Autobots and Decepticons who crashed on Earth as well, the original ones from the 80s cartoon. It was a great little connection that they had there, a lot of little Easter eggs in there as well. So I'm looking forward to that in the trailer. So this is the third chapter of the Netflix cartoon. It is Kingdom. Before that was Earthrise, and before that was Siege. Do collect a lot of those toy lines, especially the Earthrise. That's kind of where I'm at in that collection. Not really a big Beast Wars original fan, but from what I briefly saw, I'm looking forward to this. So let's get it on.
Prime. We don't have much time.
I hear Alita 1's voice talking, of course, to Prime. Looks like a little bit of a dream sequence here.
I need you to do.
Alita 1 was left on Cybertron, so she's probably just chatting with him in his head.
What is it? I am on a mission to recover the Allspark. Understand how close we are. It is here, on this planet.
All right, to catch you all up to speed, like I said earlier, Beast Wars was a Transformers toy line and series back in the very, very early 90s. Some of the very first CGI on TV. But this is the third chapter of the Netflix Transformers called Kingdom. So it's going to tie all that in. Now, I see them crash landing on Earth. If it follows that same storyline, this is primeval or primitive Earth, way, way, way before humankind. So that's the Earth they look like we're all landing on. But I see already that the cast, like I saw Megatron and the other characters, walking around on this Earth instead of being kind of trapped there. So the original story had that in 1984, when the Transformers woke up, they had been crashed on Earth for millions of years. So this looks like they're crash landed and they're awake and walking about. So we'll see how that ties in. Okay, well that bird obviously is Arizor.
Where are your intruders?
See, Megatron is wearing the Matrix of Leadership. Oh, a little Jurassic Park moment going on, right? Yep, here we go. Wow, that is so Jurassic Park. That is Megatron, the Beast Wars version of him, the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
This golden disc has given me untold advantage.
All right, so the golden discs, those who are the uninitiated would know that the golden discs are the golden discs that were found on the Voyager space probes that were sent out from the United States. So on them were golden discs, had a lot of information on it. Well, according to the original story, that ties into a lot of Transformers lore, for they found them and actually added a message on them as well. So I'm glad they're part of that. And here we see Cheetor, another one of the Beast Wars characters, being pursued, which looks like to be by the Autobots.
The things I could have
Laserbeak being pursuing Aerozor.
possibility.
There we go. This version's Optimus Prime. Optimus Primal.
They're like us.
All right, we've seen Optimus Primal and Aerozor, and right there was Cheetor and Tigatron. So we are seeing so many of those Beast Wars characters. These are the Maximals. I've been naming many of the good guys. We have seen, of course, Megatron, the big purple dinosaur, at this point. But again, they're all awake fighting one another, which is quite unique. Doesn't exactly follow the original storyline. So they could be making some changes, probably for the better. Okay, we are going to back up real quick. There was a lot to digest right in there. Let's see if we can see it. Okay, so let me back up. Oh, barely. Will it let me? Can I get to it? What we are seeing right there is a character that is, I think, that's a Dinobot. He also is one of the bad guys of Beast Wars, which were called the Predacons. So he is also a dinosaur, but his name is Dinobot. Then here it kind of transitions right over, which I think is the transformed version of Aerozor, that Peregrine Falcon. And she's fighting what seems to be two scorpion-looking characters. Now, since there's two of them, and in true Transformer fashion, they're probably army builders there. And then I think right behind her, I think I briefly saw Arachnia. Let's see. Yep. Oh, okay. Well, there is a good shot of Dinobot. We saw Arachnia behind her, though. All right. Okay, that's Starscream, by the way, in his Cybertronian mode still. So we don't see them having Earthrise modes at this time, which makes sense as they just crash landed from leaving Cybertron. But it looks like Starscream's getting the best of Megatron there, which he's always wanted to do. Oh, that's a big hand. Okay. So I see a Titan here of some sort carrying Megatron. Okay, right there. Oh my gosh. Besides Galvatron was there. Galvatron. We also had Nemesis Prime. This is the black version of Optimus and Galvatron. He just said, "We've been waiting for you." So here they are on Primitive Earth. Galvatron is there with Nemesis Prime, which is great. But it is after that. Who do we see Nemesis Prime just beaten up on? We see, let's see if we can see that. I think who he was kicking really briefly. You're going to see Rat Trap, Tigertron, and even the nose of Rhinox.
We were waiting.
Yep, right there. So those three characters were in that scene. And I'm pretty sure that giant hand catching Megatron was the Arc transformed. So, all right, well, there we go. So a week after we get Kevin Smith's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe comes the third chapter of the Netflix Transformers series. So I am looking forward to it. I will admit that second chapter ended very philosophical, ended very slow paced. So I'm excited for this. Of course, being my most popular and most famous and favorite toy line, the Transformers on Netflix should be a really great ride. It looks it. I'm really liking the combination of all the characters in the scenes together. Battling. I've seen the Matrix of Leadership. We saw the Ark, which is the Autobot ship, transformed, catching Megatron there. All various timelines of characters at the same time. So it'll be interesting to see how this ends. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown of the trailer as much as I enjoyed making it for you. I know that nobody makes it to the very end of these shows, and pretty much when we're given the closing, people just turn it off. So before you do that, just a reminder to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Really appreciate the help. Again, I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to bring you some other great content. So I'm going to get out of here so you can move on to the next video. Until next time.
Get away from her, you